Now on CoastTV News.
A new building plan in Georgetown, what the police department is doing to better serve the community.
Controversy grows, punishment and reaction following a racial slur broadcast on the Lewis Fire Department's radio.
Emergency repairs, what the state is now doing to protect the dunes near the Indian River Inlet.
Getting a lift. After an emergency landing yesterday, a small plane has been removed from the Assateague Beach.
And we're going to be watching out for the possibility of some fog developing into the late night hours. Right now, we're starting to get a little misty throughout portions of Lewis, and we're talking about a little rain that may hold off just in time for you to enjoy your weekend.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
The Georgetown Police Department is looking for an upgrade, but it comes at a price. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Christina DiRobertis. Welcome to our News at 11. We begin tonight with the Georgetown Police Department.
A building upgrade is in the works for law enforcement in Georgetown. An information session was held this evening at Town Hall to discuss the budget and their goals for the project.
CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us this project plan has been getting some positive reaction from the town.
Better building, better services. That's what the Georgetown Police Department is looking for with a new $18 million building project. The hefty price tag would fund a new police station and public works station. Chief of Police Ralph Holm says the town is behind this.
I think that overwhelmingly I've heard positive remarks from the community about that we absolutely need a new building. I think that'll be a positive reinforcement to the type of services they're going to receive.
The high cost will be a hit to people who live in Georgetown, raising taxes an average of $204 a year. Kimberly Hines was at Thursday's meeting and says the building they have now is way too small.
Right now when you go in, you're just standing in a small little lobby. You can't sit down in private anywhere and have a discussion with someone. Also, too, the new building has like a public room that is open to the community. I do know in other areas that when you have public rooms available, that the community can go in and have different events ready to have there. So that's a benefit for the community also.
For the Georgetown Police Department, the hope is that this new building project will help them both do their jobs and serve the community more effectively. Now the current building for the Georgetown Police Department is behind me, and the meeting this evening put a lot of emphasis on the size and space they're looking for in their new project. The next meeting will be next Tuesday at 6 p.m. in the Georgetown Town Hall. In Georgetown, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
We have an update tonight on a story we've been following. It's in relation to the Lewis Fire Department. Some of our viewers will remember that a racial slur was apparently uttered on radio broadcast by a volunteer firefighter. Late this afternoon, fire department officials confirmed that they concluded their internal investigation. The department says the man was put on 30-day suspension, removed from office, and is required to take diversity training. But some in the community are questioning whether that's strong enough.
He is dangerous. If that's his attitude, he's dangerous to all of us. Is he going to be slow when he goes to a fire where it's an all-black family? So the question, he has to be evaluated.
Lewis's mayor says the city acknowledges the severity of the incident and will work with Lewis Fire Department to address the issue.
Well, a major upgrade is coming to the Cape May Lewis Ferry thanks to a $20 million grant announced today by Delaware's congressional delegates. The funding will replace a 40-year-old diesel engine with a new hybrid engine for the ferry, and it's meant to cut carbon emissions and boost fuel efficiency. The Delaware River Bay Authority wants to start building the new vessel by 2025.
Governor John Carney announced today that after two breaches north of the Indian River Inlet in the past few months, DelDOT and DENREC will work together on an emergency fix. DelDOT will add sheets of steel, creating a wall. DENREC will do an emergency sand replenishment project within the next couple of months to protect the beach and Route 1 throughout the winter. Local environmentalists had petitioned state agencies to have a public meeting about the issue at the inlet. That is now happening. It's going to be Wednesday, September 25th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. at Bethany Beach Town Hall.
Let's take a live look now outside into Milford from our Bay Health camera and our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams. joins us now with a look at the weather. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Christina. How you doing? I'm doing all right. She's our new addition, and she's just cheerful all the time. It's like you see her in the hall. Hi, Jen. How you doing? She just bounces, and the weather is bouncing in the same very glowing way. Our Irish Eyes camera in Lewis, we're holding it at 68 degrees actually, with the dew point temperature at 67, really close there. So watching out for the possibility of a little fog some areas. So we're going to see increasing cloud cover, increasing moisture at the very least. 66 by the 3 o'clock hour. So we're at 65 in Milton, 68 in Seaford, 64 right now in Georgetown, 62 in Delmar. Right now, we are still clear as far as the upper atmosphere is concerned, but we are watching out for some fog to develop throughout the rest of the evening. By the time we get to, say, 1 to 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we'll be watching out for increasing cloud cover. Coming up, we'll talk about the possibility of rain. Till then, back to you, Christina.
Thank you, Paul. Well, now to Ocean City, where some mobile homeowners are bumping into insurance problems. The Ocean City Council has gotten a number of complaints from mobile homeowners who can no longer find insurance companies willing to cover their mobile homes. According to the town, insurance companies have been pulling coverage for mobile homes all across the nation, leaving some homeowners left behind.
Here I don't have homeowners insurance. I can't get it because the multiple insurance companies say that if the home wasn't insured for 90 days before I bought it, then they can't do anything to help me.
The Ocean City Council plans on directing these insurance concerns to the General Assembly.
In Lewis, DelDOT is seeking public input on a project on Route 9. This is your screen here. Take a look. Now is the stretch of road DelDOT wants to make 2 lanes each way from Old Vine Road to the merger with Route 1. People that live in nearby neighborhoods, they have mixed opinions.
I do think they're needed. It's a necessary evil. Being this close to 9, we're concerned about how wide it's going to be.
And DelDOT is asking for the public's input on this on September 24th at Cape Henlopen High School. There's a meeting from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m.
And let's take a closer look at that stretch of Route 9. Again, widening would be from Old Vine Boulevard to Route 1. And you can find some more details about this on our website, CoastTV.com.
All of this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think about widening Route 9? Let's take a look at the results.
Well, so far, most of you are saying long overdue, but 17% saying it's a little too late. Some 8% saying it's unnecessary. 12% saying it's needed right now.
Now, if you haven't voted on this yet, you can still do that. You can go to CoastTV.com or use our Coast TV mobile app. Look up at the TV screen right now. Some wild video here. This is actually from a recovery operation today in Worcester County. A helicopter called in to remove a single-engine plane that had to make an emergency landing at the Assateague Island National Seashore on Wednesday. The pilot was heading into the Ocean City Airport, but that's when some mechanical issues kicked in, forcing that emergency landing. The good news is that the pilot was the only person on board and was not injured. And the bonus good news, well, the plane actually not damaged.
Well, one wrong call in Dover ended up saving lives. The Dover Police Department got a call meant for Dover, England, and still sprung into action. The call came from Albania. It was a man calling about his brother's lost ship off the coast of Dover, England. Dispatchers here responded and contacted the French Coast Guard in under 4 minutes. Dispatcher Mackenzie Atkinson says she treated the call like any other.
I was a little nervous at first. It's the first time I've ever taken a call like that. We take calls all the time. That's not for Dover, Delaware, but not something as urgent as that or a vessel in distress. So I was just trying to keep calm and get as much information as I could while staying on the line with him.
And Dover police tell us the vessel was able to be saved in under 16 minutes from that original call.
That is an incredible story there. Navient has reached a $120 million settlement with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau after it sued the former student loan provider in 2017 for misleading borrowers. The suit claimed that Navient provided bad information to borrowers, causing many to pay more than they needed towards those loans. Additionally, the Bureau alleged that Navient miscalculated borrowers' payments and tarnished the credit reports of disabled borrowers, including several injured veterans. $100 million of that settlement is going towards the payments of the impacted borrowers, where the rest will be added to the Bureau's civil penalty fund. Navient was once the largest student loan servicer in the country. As part of the settlement, the company has agreed to not re-enter servicing of federal student loans in the future.
Well, Sussex County and the Lewis Board of Public Works has proposed a new partnership with the city of Rehoboth Beach. They plan to use extra space in the city's ocean outfall to release up to 5 million gallons of treated wastewater each day from a new county facility being built at Wolf Neck. They offered the city a one-time payment of $20 million. This proposal would create a tie-in point, eliminate effluent disposal into the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal, and much more. Hoping to build off momentum from the debate, Vice President Harris is focused on North Carolina trying to turn the red state blue.
Polls show a tight race, but Harris doing much better than when President Biden was running. Meanwhile, former President Trump is courting voters in Arizona.
Both teams still trying to sway undecided voters as questions grow over the impact of unfounded conspiracy theories the former president floated during the debate. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Vice President Harris back on the campaign trail today, working to move North Carolina into play as a new Quinnipiac University poll shows her pulling ahead in the state, 49 to 46% within the poll's margin of error. She's leaning into post-debate momentum.
And I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate, because this election and what is at stake could not be more important.
Former President Trump in an interview with Telemundo in Arizona saying there will be no third debate, referencing his face-offs with both Harris and Biden.
We just don't think it's necessary. We won the two.
He's doubling down.
Some of the pets were taken by the migrants.
On this viral debate moment.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
The former president spreading debunked conspiracy theories that Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, are eating people's pets. City officials adamant there's no evidence of that. The state's Republican governor backing them up.
This is something that came up on the internet, and the internet can be quite crazy sometimes.
While refocusing on the challenges posed by rapid population growth, with as many as 15,000 Haitian immigrants in the U.S. legally moving to Springfield in the past few years, responding to local officials advertising jobs and affordability. Advocates at a community center for Haitians telling NBC News many fled violence at home.
I got a friend calling me asking me if he has to leave because he's scared for his life.
Real people feeling the effects of baseless allegations as undecided voters sort fact from fiction. Many still looking for solid answers about how both candidates can help their everyday lives. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We have more news to get into this evening.
Still to come, pay raise, the grocery chain that's upping their starting offer. We'll tell you how much you can make as an employee at Aldi.
But first, a heartfelt rescue that led to a new life for a little dog.
And they collectively said, "Aw." And as you take a look at our Bay forecast, this is an aw moment in the morning time. Sunshine by noon, sunny, and then we'll see a few more clouds in the afternoon in Cambridge, and increasing sunshine for us in Crisfield, but these clouds will get back into the area by 5 o'clock. Your full forecast coming up in a moment.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com. At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Imagine going boating down the Rehoboth Canal, beautiful day, and all of a sudden you see a dog in a tree. Yeah, that was the reality a few weeks ago. And in this week's Coastal Connections, we introduce you to that pup, show you how she's doing today, and what made her rescue extra special.
Hi, Bubs. Hi. It's okay.
A sweet reunion after a tricky rescue. After getting a call from a passing boat, Rehoboth Beach firefighters found and saved the little dog stuck in a tree 10 feet above the Rehoboth Canal.
Told her it was all right, try to calm her down and wrap the blanket over her so she didn't bite.
With no collar or microchip, the little lady was taken to the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
She was very dirty, obviously very tired. She slept the first day. And lots of ticks and lots of fleas.
After weeks of waiting in case her owner came forward, the SPCA says no one did. But happy news, she was adopted. And not only does she have a new family, she has a new friend in the firefighters who saved her life.
Yeah, you remember me. That's why I wear the baseball hat, so you could recognize it.
A big, beautiful life for a little dog in Sussex County. For Coastal Connections, I'm Madeline Overturf.
Coastal Connections is sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. It's Chevy truck season. Get 1.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
At Coast TV, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect. Coast TV First Alert Weather, your safety, our commitment.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
I began perusing all of our live shots here, and I got a chance to look at the Spicer Brothers camera shot showing Salisbury, and we're starting to see that mist beginning to develop right now. The air temperature and the dew point temperature are really close to one another, and that's usually the combination for a wonderful opportunity for us to create a little radiational fog in our area, because if we have clear skies and the winds are also relatively light. Temperatures will settle into the 60s and stay there for tonight. 64, in Milton as well as Georgetown. It's 67 right now in Seaford, 63 in Del Mar. Now, you'll notice on our radar, we've stayed clear, and this has been the story really for the last few days in a row, so that hasn't necessarily changed. But the dew point temperature and the air temperature being so close adds a little wrinkle to it. By the way, the big weather story is still what's happening with Francine and the leftover remnants of it, causing problems throughout the Mid-South. And most of this is going to continue to carry its way right along the Mississippi River. Some outer bands may begin to kind of throw a little bit of moisture our way, but we have another low that's developing along the coast that may help us out with a little rain next week. Overnight lows staying in the 60s. We're there right now. I'm not going to see much of a change. Now, we've been in a bit of a drought, believe it or not. So you see, what I'm showing you here is nationwide a year ago, and where you see the yellows and the reds and all that, that's where we have the drought, okay? So this is what we look like a year ago as far as the nation is concerned. And 6 months ago, it got better. And then 3 months ago, it was really looking pretty good. But then you'll notice currently we are right back into that same pattern of dryness that's dangerously dry. Now, when we zoom in on our particular area, we are looking at moderate drought here, and this is in and around the Lewis area. The other portions of Sussex County staying dry, but abnormally dry to the south. So the showers that we're expecting over the next 6 to 10 days, showers that are needed. Rain to our north near Dover, but showers or heavier showers expected for us here. And that's part of the pattern that's going to cause some heavy downpours down towards the Carolinas. So we're on the upper edge of that same area of expected rain. So over the next, let's say, 5 days, we're not looking at any rain until maybe go into Tuesday. Once it starts on Tuesday, when Mother Nature turns that faucet on, it stays on for a few days in a row. Friday morning, 7:30, 71 over along the coast, 69 inland. And as we go into the afternoon, winds are coming out of the northeast and will stay in the mid to upper 70s. Saturday's story pretty much the same. Wake up to a great deal of bright, beautiful sunshine. Then we'll warm back up into the 70s once again. Now, wider view for Tuesday. We talked about the rain starting Tuesday. So we start cloudy on Tuesday, then the rain moves in from the south on Wednesday. And this is that low pressure system that's going to develop along the coast and throw more solid, dependable rain our way. And that'll last Thursday going into Friday, and then some. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling extended forecast. Yeah, once it starts raining next week, it's going to keep on moving.
We'll pay attention to that one. In business news, the grocery chain Aldi raising its starting pay for employees. Aldi says the new starting wage will be $18 an hour for workers in their stores and $23 an hour for warehouse workers. Employees who work at least 30 hours a week will also have access to health insurance and paid time off. Aldi is in the midst of a hiring surge amid continued growth. It's also worth noting that we do have Aldi stores here on Delmarva.
And some good news for your wallet. McDonald's is extending its $5 meal deal until December. The $5 meal deal launched in June as a one-month gimmick, but it quickly turned into a much longer promotion. The meal features either a McChicken sandwich or a McDouble cheeseburger, small fries, 4-piece chicken McNuggets, and a small drink. McDonald's has seen a dent in sales as inflation-weary customers hold tighter to their money.
Coming up in sports, a rematch of last season's field hockey state championship in Delaware. Can Cape keep their winning ways going, or will Smyrna get revenge?
And up next, the economics of suicide risk, the financial indicators that contribute to this tragic loss of life.
And here we go with the golf forecast. We are expecting for everything to line up perfectly. You should have a hole-in-one tomorrow because the weather's going to be perfect with a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 79 degrees.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
The bold, creamy smoothness of Hardee's new cold brew coffee with the made-from-scratch goodness of Hardee's famous breakfast. A delicious new way to power your morning. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
The Corolla legacy is earned, rooted in affordable reliability. With convenience and unexpected comfort. Lease a Corolla Cross Hybrid for $299 a month or buy a Corolla sedan with low 5.49 APR. This is my legacy. Toyota, let's go places.
At the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, this is why we walk. This is why we walk. They're why we walk. And you know what? This is why we walk too. walk in the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's because we're getting closer to beating this disease. But to get there, we need you. Join us. Hey!
Join us for the Kickoff to Savings sales event going on right now at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Preston Ford, located at the corner of Route 318 and 331. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Local businesses are the lifeline of every community. And behind every local business is a person with a dream, putting their heart and soul into something they believe in. And when you support a local business, you're contributing to the local economy and making our community thrive. Spicer Brothers has been helping Delmarva families with their home improvement projects for over 20 years. So trust Spicer Brothers with your home, where every dollar stays right here on Delmarva, supporting real local people and their families.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag, just $6.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $6.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
It's the second leading cause of death for young people between the ages of 10 and 34, according to the CDC, but suicide can affect people of all ages and backgrounds. And new research suggests economic and social conditions may be a contributing factor. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has a look at the report and explains what can be done to help prevent youth suicides.
It's a serious public health problem. In the latest data, the CDC says suicide was responsible for the deaths of more than 49,000 people in 2022.
It's a largely preventable form of death, so we have a lot of opportunity to reduce those numbers, but they are high.
A new CDC report is providing more evidence that social and economic conditions play a significant role in efforts to prevent suicide. Researchers found suicide rates in 2022 were 26% lower in counties with the highest health insurance coverage, 44% lower in counties where most homes have broadband internet access, and 13% lower in counties with the most household income.
Increased access to healthcare, and especially mental health care, and making that affordable is something that matters a lot.
Dr. John Ackerman with Nationwide Children's Hospital says communities need to play a role in suicide prevention, and so do parents. He says to talk to children about suicide.
It's been shown that we don't increase the risk of suicide when we ask a question like, have you ever thought about ending your life? Or have you had kids in your classroom that are struggling with harming themselves or saying that they don't want to be alive.
Ackerman says it's also important to safely store unsafe objects in the home, including medication and firearms, and make sure children get involved in things they care about.
They're fostering opportunities to grow and learn and make connections, and that they know that they're not alone.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And if anyone is struggling with thoughts of harming themselves, there is help available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. That number is 988.
The Food and Drug Administration has authorized the first over-the-counter hearing aid software device intended to be used and compatible with versions of Apple AirPods Pro headphones. After the feature is installed and customized to the user's hearing needs, it enables compatible versions of AirPods Pro to serve as an over-the-counter hearing aid for people 18 years or older with mild to moderate hearing impairment. It is set up, and using an iPhone or iPad, the user's hearing levels are accessed from the health kit to customize the device. The results demonstrated that subjects who used the Apple feature achieved similar benefits as subjects who received professional fitting of the same device.
Well, it's time to get ready for some more Sunday night football. It's the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Coverage starts at 7 right here on CoastTV.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Earlier today, we saw one of the most anticipated regular season matchups in Delaware field hockey. It was a rematch of the last 3 state championships between Cape Henlopen and Smyrna. It's Bree Moffitt and company gearing up to take on a perennial powerhouse in the Cape Henlopen Vikings. In the first quarter, it's a corner for the Vikings. Ball is inserted to Alyssa McCarthy. Her shot's left, but Macy Steinwedel goes behind the back to May Reed Rishko, who finishes to give Cape the early 1-0 lead. High fives all around for the standout sophomore. On the other end for Smyrna, Ava Pierce on the insert for this corner. The ball would be sent back in front, and guess who's waiting on the doorstep? It's Pierce, the one to tap it home. Less than 2 minutes after Cape's initial goal, it's a 1-1 game in the first quarter. Later in the frame, another Eagles corner. Pierce sets it up for McKenna Wilson. Her shot from deep is blocked away by Isabella Mikulski's pad, keeping this game tied. We stay in the first quarter. Vikings possession. The ball bounces through a flock of Eagles to Kaylee McMahon all alone. She slams it home to give Cape a 2-1 lead. Same score into the second half. Ellie Wells' shot is blocked by Moffitt. Atia Sabah's try is denied by Nora O'Connell. But in the end, Cape Henlopen never wavered after retaking the lead, and the Vikings go on to win it 2-1. The Vikings move to a 4-0 overall, and their next game is a matchup with Polytech next Tuesday. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
So here's my back to school haul. Backpack from Cali, kicks from Luz, accessories by me, and new fast internet from Extreme. Our basic internet was not going to cut it. See you in class.
Go back to school with best in fast internet and Wi-Fi from Extreme. Save on speed from 250 meg up to 1 gig, including whole home Wi-Fi with advanced online security and parental controls. Packages start at $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
The days are hot and so are the deals at Tyndall's Casual Furniture. Don't miss out on our sizzling summer sales event. Visit our showrooms in Laurel and Lewis, where all in-stock items are marked down store-wide. It's the perfect time to transform your outdoor space without the weight of special ordering. Shop brands like Casual Comfort, Pollywood, Telescope Casual, North Cape, Kettler, and more. Enjoy immediate pickup or opt for our white glove delivery. And shop our everyday low prices as Delmarva's exclusive authorized Pollywood dealer. It's all happening now during the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Sizzling Summer Sales event. Feel the rush of adventure and the thrill of incredible savings at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $2,700 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Here at the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in countertops, to not only ensure you get the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
When I came into the Delmarva Design Center and see that big collection of slabs, that makes really the decision seamless.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
There's no issue where politicians, Republicans and Democrats, have failed more than immigration. A crisis at the southern border, drugs flooding our communities. We need leaders who reject toxic politics and get stuff done. Larry Hogan knows how to get results. In the Senate, Hogan will be the key independent swing vote to secure our border and fix the broken immigration system. He's a proven leader. Larry Hogan for Maryland.
I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message.
Classical music lovers, this is an event you're not going to want to miss. This Saturday at 2 p.m., the Bethel United Methodist Church is going to have Jim Isaac Chua, the concert pianist, performing in a big benefit concert for BB Healthcare. He's performed in Canada, Poland, France, Italy, and Austria, impressing crowds everywhere with his outstanding mastery of the form. Get your tickets online and help support BB Healthcare.
Actually, he's a very big deal. Bigger than Ron Burgundy, that's for sure. Okay, our umbrella giveaway winner is Jack Blush of Ocean View. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. Ocean City sponsoring our 5-day UV index. We're going to be at a 7 for the next few days in a row. Be sure you keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. It's 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. We're with dry weather and nice weather. We can keep the streak going to the weekend, but then by next Tuesday and Wednesday, and Thursday, and next Friday, and next Saturday. You get the picture.
We do. Thank you, Brick. And thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next, and we'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.